because tonight for our first game, we have a bit of a border battle, a bit of a rivalry, but I gotta be honest, even though it is my school, it is a little one-sided. Tonight, we got a matchup between Apple Valley and Eagan High School, and you know what? It may seem dire for Eagan going into it, but I can believe. I have faith.
I mean, I've seen bigger David Goliath matchups in my time here at MNVL. There's always a chance, right? We don't have to talk about the size or whatever of that chance, but there's a chance, okay? There's a chance.
Always a chance.
Egan Egan taking on the defending champs in our Valorant League. I mean, the 3-time champs. I mean, these guys are the real deal, okay? Apple Valley, we can't really beat around the bush here,
Yeah.
chat. These guys have been dominant since they've joined the league. Frankly, have tore it up almost every single season. The only time they have not won the finals, they finished in second place. So it's like there's one thing you can count on, and it's Apple Valley being absolutely savage on the Valorant server.
Yeah, Apple Valley just has a history of just being the most dominant team in MNVL, and this season they're looking to keep that streak going. Still undefeated right now, hoping to move to 4-0 in the halfway point throughout the season. Eagan, on the other hand, currently sitting at about 1-2. So right now they're just looking to stay alive, kind of just stay in state contention going into the halfway point, because 1-2, it's not the best start to a season.
Yeah, I mean, there's worse starts. You can be 0-3, right? One
That's
and
true.
two's not amazing. Their only victory, you said, coming against Burnsville. So another squad that's kind of been struggling for the most part through Valorant play this season. But the big thing to look at here, Gummy, is you're taking on a team, and these are the kind of games where I always say teams get a realistic look at how their season is going to go. If you're playing against a team that pretty much 100% certain is going to be playing state finals, right? This is good competition and a good metric to kind of see where you even out on the scales. Apple Valley will be playing at state, right? We don't know what seed they're going to come in as, but currently undefeated, haven't missed a finals yet in Valorant. So to bet against Apple Valley would be like, betting against Tom Brady in his time, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't really do it, right? You're going to get called some silly names if you put your money elsewhere other than AVHS. However, as much praise that I've given Apple Valley, I'm also going to be a realist. They have had some of their best players graduate and leave this squad, okay? And I'm not being a hater. I'm just spitting facts right now. This is the weakest Apple Valley roster that I have seen stepping onto the server, okay? And no disrespect to AVHS. They're the goats of Valorant, okay? Giving them their credit as due. But comparing to the players that have come and played through this school, this is the weakest iteration of the Apple Valley roster. So if there's a time to strike, Egan's chances are right here, right now, Gummy.
If there was ever a chance to win, if it's a non-zero chance that Egan wins this game, and that is what I'm holding on to dearly. And looking at it, I think you got a really good point about Apple Valley. A lot of their best players, a lot of their biggest names have graduated, and it's a lot of new names coming and trying to prove themselves in this Apple Valley squad to keep telling it, we are still Apple Valley, we are still this dominant team. And so far, undefeated, that looks pretty good, but looking at who they played so far, they haven't really played a big challenge yet. So far, a lot of teams who are still just kind of middle of the pack, bottom of the pack, nothing really at an even playing field like top of the pack team like a Lakeville North. Apple
Yeah,
Valley so far has been playing a lot more middle of the line. And so I feel like as we go on through the season, it's going to be very, very interesting to see them actually challenge themselves against a more even matchup.
for sure. And I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing, right? If your season starts out and you have a lot of games that feel like gimmies, you're not really getting a realistic look at where your team stacks up, right? If you play a lot of the weaker competition earlier on, you might get a false sense of confidence. And I mean, confidence is something that Apple Valley has never struggled to have, right? Usually undefeated. Usually it's a rarity for them to lose. Like, if you want me to be completely honest, I think they've only lost to like Blue Sky one time regular season. I think they lost to Minnetonka in the grand finals. And other than that, like their losses are at a minimum to zero, right? I think they've only lost 2 or 3 games in their entirety Valorant play.
Yeah.
So, uh, big big shoes to fill rather for these players stepping in. And they've done their job so far, right? Undefeated. Now, it's not necessarily a trap game, right? Eagan 1 and 2, they're still trying to figure things out as a squad. And mainly, this is just Eagan's opportunity to kind of give it their best go and see what it's like playing against a championship caliber team. We are going into Agent Select. Map's coin flip. What are you thinking? What are you thinking for Map? We don't know. Just give me a guess. Give me a guess.
I don't know. Ascent.
Bind. Good guess with Ascent. I'm going with Bind. And it was Bind.
Oh!
Let's go. Let's go. I'm the GOAT. All right. Now.
Dude, okay, you get the early win, but okay, I could come in with some extra knowledge about this Eagan squad right now. Looking at it, I've been looking at the squad. I actually helped set up the team to make sure it was happening. And I gotta say, I've been impressed so far. They've had a lot of improvement recently, trying to get better. Some big names joined the team, the highest rank we've ever seen. I mean, it's still not like an immortal, it's around Diamond, but it's someone who is, fun fact, related to a Valorant pro.
Is that so?
That is real talk. I have seen the evidence with my own eyes. It is not like playground smack talk. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Valorant pros. That's the thing. But my man is like directly related to a Valorant pro, so we can maybe see if it runs in the blood. I don't know what team.
Oh boy!
But I just saw, and I'm like, oh my god, I believe.
I'm putting you on the spot, so no pressure there. But we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to figure that one out on the downtime. Let's talk about these comps a little bit. Apple Valley busting out the double duelist, as well as Eagan on the opposite side. Phoenix and Raze, the duelist selected for the side of Eagan. AVHS rocking with the Reyna and the Yoru. So, if anything that I'm seeing from this Apple Valley team comp is it's screaming go button, right? Green light. They are going to be running it down. Brimstone Stimmy. You got Skydog / Flashes to lead the charge and get people into where they need to get going. You have Cypher run on both squads, so pretty meta Sentinel, given the map is Bind. And then the opposite in Smokes. Eagan going for the Omen. Definitely a little bit more off-meta pick than your traditional Brimstone.
I gotta say, I'm pretty sure the Omen pick is purely just a homie pick. This is my character. This is who I want to play. And I kind of gotta respect that. Sometimes you don't even have to play the meta. You just gotta go with the guy who you believe in.
Yeah, no. I mean, staying true to yourself, right? Playing what you're comfortable on. Always a good and sure sign to make sure that you're feeling good on the server, right? Sometimes stream nerves can kick up and have you feeling a little bit more nervous than your traditional normal games, right? But the fact still stands. If you play what you're comfortable on, you should never feel too out of sorts with the gameplay going into it.
Yes, and speaking of comfortability, I gotta say, map pick with Bind, I feel like both teams are going to be very comfortable on it. It's one of the Valorant classics, this and Ascent pretty much. Everybody keeps going back to it, so I gotta say, both teams should be pretty comfortable on this map.
Yeah, I mean, Bind has been played, behind Ascent, probably the second most map played in MNVL from what I've seen. I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel like that's, if we had to look at the maps played down the line, I think Bind and Ascent are right up there at number, well, Ascent being 1, Bind being number 2.
I agree. Those are just kind of the most played in, and it kind of hurts me because I love some of those other maps that you rarely ever see. Some of the newer maps, too. Like going to Harbor? Love some Harbor.
We have Eagan starting out on the defensive side. AVHS on attack. Excited to get things rolling right here, right now with the pistol round underway. Sky Tiger clearing out U-Haul immediately. Some going to teleport in with the Yoru. Nice opening flash. Not going to get anything tagged up. Santi taking out the Phoenix towards Shower's position. Traded back nicely by Snow. Into a 4v4 we go. Santi doubles down. Alt Girl going to pick one up. Now into a 4v2 situation. Eagan down numbers. Not looking the best. Nice dink from Heron onto the Reyna, but seems to be a futile effort as Apple Valley will take the pistol round.
Yeah, Apple Valley there looked very dominant. Santi picking up 2. Alt Girl also picking up 1. Looked very, very strong there. at the end there, Eagan just didn't really have much that they could do except just pray and push and see what they can do, and in the end didn't work out. But now Eagan, they lost the first round, gotta reconnect, and I'm looking at the gun picks, and it looks like we're just going back to a pistol round. You know, just sticking with some classics, no shield, just try and get that economy. And honestly, respectful choice against a team like Apple Valley. Sometimes you just gotta lose a round to make yourself better prepared for the rest of the match.
Yeah, I mean, pistol round's tough too. Usually economy is in shambles after dropping the pistol, especially on defensive side. You don't get extra credit for spike plant. So, gonna be rolling with the classics. Some gonna open up the kill him with a Bucky, doubles down for that matter. Now Apple Valley up 5 versus 3. Adding to the tally, Oz gonna take out Katanas. Some gets a 3K with the Bucky. And Oz closes out with the Spectre kill. Mercury taking out one, so respectable. Eagan dropping one weapon off the Apple Valley register, but overall, some just went nutty with that Bucky.
Absolutely insane. You don't see a Bucky 3K every day, but, you know, when you see it. And, oh, is that... Oh, Eagan looks like... No, it's Apple Valley sticking with the Bucky. Bucky, heavy
Bucky.
shield on Kimsey there at the bottom. Yo, I gotta respect it.
Yeah. The Bucky getting sent over the way of Brimstone. Yoru thought about buying another, but just going to commit to Stinger instead now. Good paint shells to open up that short. So if I had to take a guess, I'd say Raze is your highest ranked player on Eagan. Oh my goodness. Reyna opening it up, running in blind to a smoke, will get taken out by Snow. Oz adding one back to the tally, 4 versus 2, making a 3-on-2. Ruma gonna find one. Mercury trying to support his Raze from up top at the heaven position. 1 player towards you, 2 players towards the showers position. Santi now tucked at bench, could create quite a havoc for these players on the backside of the map. Mercury goes down, nice wall bang for Snow into a 1-on-2. Does he clear Santi close? That's the big question, and it's a solidified no. Santi gonna clean it up. 3-0 Apple Valley.
Yeah, Santi was just there. Santi was ready. I mean, Eagan there had a chance. It's the best they've looked so far out of these 3 rounds. However, you did have to fall by to have that nice look, and now your economy is not going to be looking too hot. I mean, you did get some kills, but in the end, I don't feel like it's going to work out too well. Apple Valley sets up some traps for B, going back to the classic A push. I mean, it's been working every other time. Why change?
Yeah, the tough situation here is Eagan back on a Baroque buy. You see Bucky out for Smizzy. Looking to do the damage up close. Has the flashbang available. The TP in. They read it. They drop him where he stands. But this Reyna has been on a tear through the showers position. Clearing out back sight. Now going to drop off Brimstone. No problem there. Just dominating from the triple position. 4v3 Apple Valley with a man advantage. Things looking quite dire for the Eagan squadron. Nice shot from Snow. Going to take him out. Gets traded out immediately by Oz. Heron goes down as well, leaving Mercury left in a 1 versus 3. Upgrades to a Phantom. Not going to be able to find the shots. And it's going to be AVHS with a 4-0 lead.
The Phantom's not enough. I mean, I saw a lot of Buckies on that Eagan squad, and I gotta say, I kind of respect the choices go full shotgun round, but in the end, he just didn't have the range to combat that Apple Valley attack there. But now, it looks like both teams going with the full buy. We should see a much cleaner round of Valorant this time around. No funny guns, no funny business. This is just pure Valorant gameplay now.
Absolutely. 10 rifles across the board. The most even round we've had throughout the match. Eagan would do themselves a big favor if they could convert this round. Playing up close and personal. Yoru jumps on in with the ultimate, spots out the push. Kimsey up close, tap it away, blinded for the time being. Omen's up close.
I know exactly.
Drops him. The shorty gonna not find Snow, gets traded out by Kimsey. And no matter what, Gummy, Apple Valley coming out with the man advantage on these trades. 4v2 situation. Heron stuck in the teleport. Here's the reload. Gets the timing on one. Brimstone ultimate coming down on top. Big swing from Heron. Not gonna matter. 5-0 the way of AVHS.
In the end, it doesn't matter. 5-0, and Kimsey with a very, very clean 3K there. Apple Valley's looking very dominant, especially in that last round. I don't know how Eagan's to be able to pull this back at all, or even take a round. I mean, you had a full buy there, you got full rifle round, and you just drop it like that. That's gotta hurt, especially considering now your economy is gonna be pretty much in shambles.
Well said, Gummy, and that's the exact point to make. Every other buy is going to be on broke for the side of Eagan now. Cypher Cam going to spot out this push. So far, knowing where Apple Valley is going is not even mattered. Santi and Alt Girl going to take them out as per usual, opening up the rounds, doubling down for the Reyna. 5-on-2 situation, and these poor B players are in a retake simulator right now.
Yeah, they just got to play attack now. I mean, just switch it back around. Santi finds one, and now it's just Mercury, the only player left alive. It is now his job to try and take on the entire Apple Valley squad with a classic.
Molly on top of him, gonna have to jump out. Sky guiding light, gonna tag him up. The TP up close and personal for some, and it's a 6-0 lead the way of AVHS. And I mean, if you're Eagan at this point, I'd say you call the stack.
Yeah, I don't
Gotta
even
switch
know
something
what
up.
to do. Something's got to happen. You need to change. You need to take a timeout and just reevaluate everything. I mean, you're down 6-0 and just got flawless by Apple Valley. I feel like maybe a change in strategy. Maybe just full stack A, understand that that's where Apple Valley has been loving to push, and they're not going to change because it just keeps working.
They have the Sky rotated over to A, and Omen swap positions with Sky, but one player swapping with another, it doesn't actually equate to a better stacked bomb site, right? It's still just going to be the 3 defenders, and Apple Valley starting things out again with an A look. 3 players from the showers position, 2 players coming from short, but I like this double flank quick. We'll see if the defenders can stay alive on site. Reyna finding the first blood out of showers position, where she's done most of her work so far this game. 5v4 situation. Apple Valley up a man, make it up 2. Santi takes out Snow, and some adds to the tally, and it's another round going down the drain.
Yeah, another 7-0. Katan's there. Found one Apple Valley player just at the very end, but I'm looking at this, and a big factor of what I feel like is really helping Apple Valley steamroll is that they're keeping all their players alive, and that's really helping them economy-wise because it's hurting Eagan pretty bad. They're not getting kills to help boost the economy. They're not getting a whole lot of just anything, motivation, economy, anything in these Apple Valley squads. It is just a full steamroll, and it's just going to keep going down this hill unless Eagan can seriously turn something around.
Yeah, Eagan has to spark some life back into this game right now, Gummy. As they've been on the receiving end, a teleport in. It's just the Yoru clone. He bites the thing, and Katana gets taken out. Oh my goodness. Alt Girl dodges out the showstopper with the Reyna dismiss. It's a 4 versus 2. Spike not planted quite yet. Most winnable round we've seen so far, but it might not matter. Kimsey taking out Phoenix, leaving Cypher left in a 1-on-3, and it's not gonna matter. 8-0 the way of AVHS. Gummy, how are you doing right now, my friend? I'm gonna.
You know how I said it's a non-zero chance that Eagan could win this game? I feel like it is shifted into still a non-zero chance, but like it's practically 0. Things are not looking good right now for Eagan. Apple Valley is just playing way too dominant, and it's hurting my heart a little bit. I think they might have heard us talking about, you know, some of the challenges Apple Valley might be facing and said, no, we're just going to sweep now.
I mean, this is a good look, though. Like, this is what Apple Valley should be doing, right? You know, and no disrespect to Eagan. The fact that they've just done the same thing over and over again, finally, Eagan, all 5 players stacked up on the A site, going for the read. This is the round. Yoru teleporting in, and Duhal absolutely dumpstering Omen. Now it's a 5-on-3. Yoru quite aware that Sky's tucked close. Nice flash from the Phoenix, gonna find one. Smizzy making it into a 2-on-3. Snow makes it into a 2-on-2. And finally, Eagan having a chance, but it doesn't matter. Kimsey doubles down. 9-0 the way of AVHS.
We had a chance, man. We had a chance. Eagan, the best they've looked so far, and I believe it was because they had the full 5 stack on A there. With the full 5 stack, things just look cleaner. They were able to just, instead of playing the retake game, just way more clean to just push Apple Valley out. and they had their closest match yet, but in the end, it still doesn't matter. Apple Valley is just too dominant right now at 9-0.
That round came down to a 2-on-2, Gummy. I was thinking that there was a shot as well. Some spotting all these players stacked up. And I mean, you can just get on out of here. You don't even have to commit. So I'm going to hit the telly, head on over to the B site. Sky teleported over the only defender that was on B, meaning that B is wide open for the taking. Omen just tried to ulti on over, gets canceled from his ultimate. And now AVHS in a little bit of a weird spot. Sky tucked at the shower position by herself. Cypher trying to hold off CT. Santi going to catch any kind of rotates that try to lurk up through here.
Yeah, Santi, Apple Valley just absolutely locked down right now. And Eagan, they got to play the retake game against an extremely strong Apple Valley squad. I don't feel like it's going to work out. Yeah, things are not looking good. Santi and Kimsey get the double play there, close it out. Only Katan's left alive. The last man standing.
Man. Clash into Hookah. Omen TP gonna go nowhere. 10-0 the way of AVHS. And Gummy, I mean, this might be the dying moments here of these last couple of rounds. Apple Valley on pace for a clean 13-0.
It might be. I mean, they are looking extremely clean right now. They're looking like they deserve that 4-0 record more than anyone else, but you know what? Never give up, Skep. Never back down, never what? I believe
never
in
give
Eagan
up.
Squad. We can do it! Just one!
Yeah, never give up. No, I respect it, man. It's not over until the fat lady sings, as they used to say back in the day. I don't know if you Twitch chat youngsters have heard that one. Break something out from back in my day. Yeah, I mean, that was pre my time, but hey.
I know exactly.
All my old school coaches used to drop that one, so we're just getting pounded by Edina and hockey.
Spike down B.
Ooh, Shorty up close. What is going on?
Last player
The
standing.
fact that, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's, you know.
3-1.
No.
Squad.
Yeah, 3-on-1. There
This
is
is
a
Egan's best
real
possible opportunity
chance.
right now. It's a real chance. And Eagan, all of them are rotating off site while Kimsey is still here. What in the Looney Tunes shenanigans is going on here? Oh, but okay. Sims has found the spike, ready to just lock it down. If Eagan could just hold this spike for 40 more seconds, they win.
Careful, Gummy. They're not keeping their eyes peeled on the flank. The timing is not on their favor. Brimstone picks up the first. 1 versus 2 to follow. He calls it the ultimate. Snow got tagged up. This is not a favorable gunfight all of a sudden. They're split up and they're giving him ones. Brimstone with a real shot if he takes out Snow here. And let me tell you, Gummy, it just got interesting. 1-on-1, Phoenix ultimate available. He spots him. This should be a spike plant going down. Phoenix has ultimate available. How hard does he pressure this Brimstone? It's a 1-on-1 from a 1-on-3. Not like this for the Eagan Wildcats. Ultimate is out. Tagged quite low. The Phoenix flash is good. Can he get him in time?
No!
Oh, back to the hookah position. Another 1v1. Here we go.
Okay,
Spike
run
is
it back,
down.
run it back.
That's what that ultimate is called, Gummy. That run it back was already used, though. Here we go. Has the wall,
can he
if
do
so
it?
chooses to use it. Jumping on out. Gonna throw the wall out. They hear the steps. Mid-tube now. Running out of time. And Brimstone clears it. Oh, my days. Not like this. The 1-on-3 and the Rickroll Yoru. Oh, my. Yeah, that's... I mean, that might do it right there, man. That's... best round that Eagan have had yet, and they falter in the 1 versus 3. That one's gotta sting.
Yeah, that's on my head is in my hands, but Skep, I gotta say, at the end of the day, we're an attacking team, we're aggressive, so I think at the end of the day, Switch comes back around, we'll easily put this thing to overtime.
Yeah, Snow's gonna have to activate and start acing every round, I think. Ooh, I can hear now. Is that just me? Did I freeze? Oh boy.
I can hear. I'm also frozen.
I can hear audio,
just
but we can't see now.
We're having some technical delays. Spike's getting planted. Or was just started to be planted.
Spike planted.
Spike planted.
There we go. Yeah.
Over the rainbow. I'm not sure which spike
Last
or which
player
site we're on.
standing.
It's a 1v something. I'm guessing Eagan is on their last legs. We don't know who won the round, but I think it's I'm pretty sure it's an Apple Valley win.
Switching sides.
Yeah, telegram from Washington. It's an Apple Valley win.
All right.
Yeah, 0-12.